Guys, what's going on? Dan here. Today's video is going to be about an accident I had about 8 weeks ago, so 2 months ago now, okay? For the guys who know me, obviously you're aware that I've had an accident and stooped in and done a proper job. For those who don't know me personally but follow my channel, I will fill you in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the footage from the accident. I'm going to show you wing only, so I had a 360 camera on at the time, guys, okay? So I'm going to show you wing only footage. You can see how the wing folds and whatever. Then I'll show you the footage from straight ahead from my view. Okay, but I'll explain the injuries I sustained afterwards. I've got them written down. But beforehand, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to explain the situation. I'm going to paint a picture, okay? So the location was in the Peak District, okay? If you fly in the peaks or you hike in the peaks, you know of Mam Tor, okay? So it was the southeast face of Mam Tor. The wind was dead on southeast. It was perfect, okay? The wind speed was 12 miles an hour, gusting 16, okay? That's 1-2, gusting 1-6 miles an hour. My all-up weight was about 76, 77 kilos under the wing. The wing was an ozone 02 17 metre. Okay, the wing, guys, I've got about a year and a bit experience on. I'm very comfortable on the wing. Okay, I've flown it in stronger conditions than this, and it's felt stable. It's felt like a rock, like nothing's going to go wrong. Okay. On this day, like every day I fly, I'm not an overconfident flyer. I'm very, very cautious when I fly. So at no point was I doing anything silly like wing overs or stuff like that. I just wouldn't do it in these conditions. So I was flying for 38 minutes before I made impact with the ground. That's what my camera says. I looked at the footage yesterday. So from takeoff to collapse and impact, 38 minutes. Okay, so they were the conditions when I took off. When I took off, guys, there were paragliders flying. They were having no issues at all. So full-size wings were flying with no problems whatsoever. Okay, when I launched the 02 17, it wasn't one of the launches where you get pulled towards the wing, or one of the launches where you've got to step towards it or dig your heels in any way. It was a very, very smooth and very, very easy launch. The wing came overhead. It sat there nicely. A little bit of a run off the ground. Closed my trim as soon as I took off to maintain height. Obviously did my ridge soaring, and then the incident happened. So what I'll do now, guys, is I'll show you both sets of footage. So the first one will be the wing, and then it'll be bird's eye, my eye footage. Okay. So guys, there you go. You've seen the footage. It's not pleasant. Just to clarify, the height was about 80 to 95 feet. It doesn't look that because of the 360 camera's got a fisheye lens, so it warps the vision a little bit. So it's hard to see what the height actually is. I hit the ground with that much force. I had 2 unopened water bottles in my bag. I was flying a ozone harness and no protection at all. So I had 2 water bottles unopened in my bag. The impact burst both bottles open. Normally you can drive over a water bottle without it bursting, so that just shows how much force I hit the floor with. Now the bit you've all been waiting for, I'm going to go through the injuries I've sustained. And then what I've got here, guys, is just a bit of paper from the hospital, basically clarifying what I've told you, but with all the numbers. So for those medical geeks, you can have a mooch at that. So then from top to bottom, so it's broken sternum, sprained right ankle, broken right wrist, punctured left lung, fluid on lung. That's an ongoing issue, guys. I struggle to breathe sometimes because there's the fluids building up on this lung. I'll probably have to go in to have that drained shortly. And I fractured my back 9 times. With the wrist, like I said, I've got a broken right wrist. What they have done, guys, about 2 weeks ago is I had an operation on the wrist. They cut it open, they dragged, so you got 2 bones in here, they dragged them both back up, put them in line with each other and put like a T-shaped metal plate in there, and then they screwed it in with 9 or 11 screws, whatever, nails, I can't remember. But that's what's being done, so that's healing incredibly nicely. What I'll do for you medical gurus, I'm going to show you this bit of paper now so you can see the numbers for those guys that know what it means, because I certainly don't. So guys, just pause it. Okay guys, so if you pause that and have a look, you can see what the injuries are. Like I said, it's been 8 weeks. Recovery time, I don't know. It's bloody painful, so it's gonna be a long time. I can move around. When I take my medication, I can go on short walks, like 10, 15 minutes max, but then I'm absolutely exhausted and I get a heavy ache in my back. My ankle's not an issue with sprains, nothing is it in today's world. The wrist isn't so much of an issue anymore. Sometimes I get shooting pains up my arm, nothing to worry about. That's part of the lung will repair itself. Apparently the fluid, like I said, they may have to drain it. Sternum will fix itself. The back, it's up in the air where they're going to operate on the back. So what I'm doing is I'm going to hospital every week for x-rays and consultations. And the current state of play is, if it doesn't get worse, it will repair itself. If there's any sign of it getting worse, they will operate on my back, which will obviously hinder my mobility massively. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen, but what will be will be. So that's that, guys. You've seen the footage, you've seen the medical document and what I've broken and damaged. The only other thing I wanted to add on, guys, is if you've got any medical experience, however little, however big, okay, and you're present to an accident or injury, a serious one, first of all, obviously go over and help if you can. If you're there and you're unsure whether you should do something to this person, please think about it before you do it. So guys, you're pretty much seeing everything now. You know the injuries, you had the picture painted of the site, wind speeds, direction, all that good stuff. I have turned the comments off only because everyone turns into a guru when something like this happens. When there's an injury or accident, everyone becomes a pro pilot. So that's why I've turned it off. Please use it as a training aid. Discuss it amongst yourselves, discuss it with your schools or discuss it with your instructors to discuss what caused it and just make sure it doesn't happen to you guys. Okay, but thanks for watching, guys. I don't know how long it's going to be or if there will be another flying video. I'm a bit up in the air about that at the minute for obvious reasons. It wasn't just a little bump, it wasn't just a broken leg or a broken hip. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, probably the wrong word. Either way, guys, please like it, subscribe if you haven't already. Them numbers are shooting up and it's massively appreciated, guys. Thank you so much. That's it, guys. Thank you very much, and bear with me on another video. Take care. Thank you. Bye bye.